long range, but what a fine clearance of the colours from O'Sullivan. The cross double on the pink got the crowd off their seats. And then a tough cut back black, which was very missable. Found the pocket, and O'Sullivan steals the opener. 8 more frames in this session. 10 is the target. Sean Murphy awaiting the winner in the final tomorrow after his 10-3 victory yesterday over Mark Allen.
Well, Robertson, of course, aside from the clearance that O'Sullivan made, did miss that red down the right cushion, which was a rest shot. More of a right-hander's shot than a left-hander's shot. But what had happened after that, I don't think he believed that he was going to lose the frame at that point. But that's what happened. Quite incredible clearance. Robertson's got the temperament to come back, though.
Well, he knows he's cueing well. He's got a lot of trust in his game at the moment after his most successful season in terms of ranking titles last time out. And very much picking up where he left off last season with the brand of snooker he's been playing here in Shanghai. Dropping just 5 frames in his 2 matches coming into the semi-final. He made 84 centuries last season. 1 more than Judd Trump. And of course, the only player to date to have achieved a century of centuries in a single season. Prolific scorer. Unlike Stephen Hendry before him, who gave him some advice a few seasons back about the art of break building. He loves making centuries.
Well, the pink won't go on there very easily. Must it look very tight. If it touches the red, or when respotted is finishing touching the red, of course, then you'll have to go somewhere else. That's not acceptable. It must just spot. I think we're billing this as a potential classic. I mean, it's early in the season and this is a very big tournament, but these are 2 giants of the modern game
11.
playing in a best of 19. There's a lot to like about this matchup, I think.
Nice cannon. Robertson seeking his first victory over O'Sullivan since he beat him in the Invitational Hong Kong Masters final a couple of years ago. That was also in front of a big crowd. Yeah, he's actually shaved the red close to the cushion there, which is why he was apologising, because there was an element of fortune in that pot.
I must admit, when I first saw it, I thought my eyes were deceiving me, but it did definitely hit the other red on the way through. Yeah, that is a very good shot there he's played. It's one of those shots that could
24.
go unnoticed, but the full ball contact on the pink, anything half ball, the cue will just slides off down near a corner pocket. That was a great shot.
Very important for Robertson to hit back immediately after the disappointment of the manner in which he lost the opening frame, which he seemed in control of. O'Sullivan has made a habit over the years of getting in front of opponents and then bullying them. Surely the greatest ever front runner. So
32.
For Robertson, it's all about staying with O'Sullivan, keeping the pressure on him. Quite unusual, wasn't it, to see O'Sullivan coming from a long way behind to win in the quarterfinals. It's not a position he often finds himself in, but he got the job done by hook or by crook.
Neil Robertson, I've noticed, has been playing a lot quicker in the last year or two.
38.
I think occasionally he's got himself a little bit bogged down by looking at too many things. And if you look hard enough for things to go wrong, you'll certainly find them.
39.
But he's quite fluent in amongst them these days. He kind of races around the table. He never rushes shots, but he just looks like he's got more rhythm now.
Yeah, I think that was a conscious decision. I think Robertson has talked about how, watching some of his matches back, he realised that he had slowed down, perhaps without even noticing that it had crept into his game, being a little more pedestrian and overthinking.
Yeah, you can do that without knowing it. You can be slower than you think you are, because you get so wrapped up in shots. But like I say, it's better to be just positive and a little quicker
46.
where possible. Sometimes easier to say than to do. Anyway, he's well on his way here. Doesn't want any repeat of the previous frame. Needs to make sure he gets over the line. Because he's played a lot of snooker already in this match and yet to win a frame. First frame was very unfortunate, I suppose he would say, to lose it.
53.
Fell foul of what ended up a great clearance. Well, you need this pink and one more red, and that will be 1-all. Then it's a question of how many he makes.
A really good response from Robertson to the disappointment of losing the opener. He has a couple of centuries this week in Shanghai.
73. 74.
And he really is flying around the table. He's got that old
80.
strut, that old swagger back again.
$81. Sorry. 87.
You can see Robertson very keen to complete the century.
88.
Became only the fourth player ever to make 600 or more. Still got some way to catch up. O'Sullivan, of course, has made 1,013. But he is
95.
6 years O'Sullivan's junior at 37.
96.
Well, this has been a terrific break. Very well constructed. A couple of nice little delicate cannons early on to get everything in open play. So the century is complete.
102.
O'Sullivan having to sit this one out. Not enough there for Robertson to post a new highest break of the tournament. That's held by Barry Hawkins, whom he beat in the previous round, 142. £6,000 available for the best break of the tournament.
107.
That's a brilliant response from Neil Robertson to losing the opening frame on the black after being 50 odd in front. He hits straight back with